Well then, today we talk about the fact that Kool Aid Man is actually a Marvel official canon character. Nope, I ain't yanking your chain on this one, this actually happened. Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and we have to figure out how Marvel and Kool Aid Man became one. How did this monstrosity of a collaboration even come about in the first place? Kool Aid Man is the official mascot for the mixed drink company Kool Aid, as you might have expected. This large anthropomorphic pitcher is known for breaking and entering, property damage, and scarring children for life, but he is also featured doing this iconic wall-breaking escapade on advertising, including his iconic catchphrase of, "Oh yeah!" Originally created in 1954 as a character called Pitcher Man, with arms and legs being added to the design in 1974, introduced as a 6-foot tall pitcher of cherry Kool-Aid. This would also be the time where they would advertise how radical this is to kids everywhere, smashing public property and helping dehydrated youngsters get a refreshing glass of Kool-Aid. Kool Aid Man was top of the pile. This was what all the kids wanted in their houses. Kool Aid Man became so cool at the time, he even starred in his own video games in 1983 for the Atari 2600 and in television game systems. Kool Aid Man is truly becoming Mr. Worldwide. Kool Aid Man even starred in a 2-issue series published by the General Foods Corporation in 1975. Whilst these comics were pretty cool for anybody who was a fan of Kool Aid Man, he wasn't part of Marvel yet, not until shortly after this collaboration occurred. This was what would truly be the start of the next Avenger. And no, I'm not saying that he's part of the MCU yet, but the fact that he is in the Marvel comic franchise, and because of that alone, he technically is canon. Because of course he is. It's Kool Aid Man, for crying out loud. The Adventures of Kool Aid Man was a 3-issue comic published in January 1983 to 1985, which was only available as a mail-in of proof of purchase seals from Kool Aid packages. The story of the comic? Well, after a softball game, the small-town sluggers wanted to cool off, but they couldn't quite get anything to quench their thirst. That was all because of the fault of the antagonists in the comic, the evil thirsties who have made an effort to keep children thirsty. That's until our hero, Kool Aid Man, bursts through the wall and apprehends the thirsties and saves the day. Yeah, screw Endgame, who cares about that now? All we want is a movie about Kool Aid Man. You know, specifically fighting crime and kicking ass. Kool Aid Man then informs the youngsters that he has to take them to the top secret base, and takes them there in the Kool Copter. See what I did there? The kids, with seemingly no parental supervision, decided to take him up on this offer, and they headed to the number 1 Kool Aid Plaza, the location of the Kool Aid pitcher-shaped building that acts as Kool Aid Man's base of operations. Basically, the Avengers compound, but way better. Basically, the entire purpose of this building is a giant spying ring, surveillance building, headquarters of operations, where Kool Aid Man is able to investigate around the world where the thirsties are and is able to identify the threats to go and save the day. As you do. Somehow he manages to traverse the globe in a relatively short space of time using a helicopter. Don't think about it too hard, people. So basically, Kool Aid Man is almost like a drone missile to these thirsties. And then pretty much it's rinse and repeat. He identifies the evil thirsties, he goes, breaks down the wall, and basically saves the day. Maybe that's why people don't talk about Kool Aid Man anymore in the same way. The amount of property damage he's caused, I can't imagine the local mayor is going to like the guy that much. And that's basically all it was. The thirsties were there, they did bad, evil, thirsty things, and then Kool Aid Man would go and save the day. Rinse and repeat for all 3 issues. Seems pretty straightforward. These comics were known as The Thirsties Strike Out, Thirst in Space, and Thirst in Time. All excellent stories, I can assure you. Aside from smashing through walls and beating thirsties, I went on the Marvel and DC fandom wiki to find out more precise details about Kool Aid Man, and that they have an entire wiki page for him outlining every gritty bit of information we know about Kool Aid Man in this universe. I actually have the list right here, and I want to read some of it out to you because it's brilliant. So, Kool-Aid Man, let's have a read, shall we? Powers and abilities. Superhuman physical characteristics, water manipulation, basically he can throw jars of Kool-Aid. Enhanced hearing, based on the fact that Kool-Aid Man can seemingly hear people from miles away. Some hand-to-hand combat skills, as he's fought the Thirsties up close in combat on several occasions. Self-sustenance, vehicle mastery, travelling in outer space with a shuttle or jetpack, time travel, resistance to technopathy, telekinesis, empathy telekinesis, mind control, and seems unaffected by the thirst ray. This guy could very well be an Avenger in his own right. Yes, and the wiki goes on to explain that Kool-Aid Man has extremely high stamina, he is able to have high combat potency, and of course, being able to smash through walls. It is these traits alone, bar everything else I've just said, that makes Kool-Aid Man superhuman. And I know what you're thinking, Tank, there's no way that Kool-Aid Man can be part of the same universe as all of the superheroes that we know and love. In particular, the mainline universe 616. Well, let me burst that bubble for you right now. Kool-Aid Man even refers to the Amazing Spider-Man in one of these very comics, proving that Kool-Aid Man is actually part of the mainline 616 universe. The same universe as pretty much all of the known iterations of comic book characters in the movies, proving that Kool-Aid Man could, in theory, make an appearance in the future. I mean, look, during the events of the most recent Disney Plus series and also the latest Marvel movies, we know that the multiverse is coming, and it's a very real thing, and well, my god, if Kool-Aid Man appears in the multiverse of madness, then I'm just saying. Don't say I didn't warn you. All I know is that if the world is ever attacked once more by thirsties, we know the man to call, and that is Kool-Aid Man. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Anyone out there ever seen Marvel's What If, the series that shows alternate universes as to things that could happen? They should make one purely about Kool-Aid Man. However, my question is, would he be good or would he be evil? Or would he just not care and just smash through everybody's wall? Again, I couldn't tell you, but all I know is that if that actually was an episode, you know for sure I would absolutely be watching it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.